Hello again. Welcome to the Friday Fix. This week, guess what? I got my husband Julian to do the random choosing of a virtue for me. I just wasn't trusting my own self to choose randomly, so I asked him to do it, and he chose creativity. Okay, so I did have a look at the Virtues Project definition for creativity, and it is creativity is the power of imagination. It is discovering your own special talents. Dare to see things in new ways and find different ways to solve problems. With your creativity, you can bring something new into the world. Well, the first thing I thought of when I thought creativity is an old saying, necessity is the mother of invention. I think this is certainly found in the definition. We can dare to see things in new ways and find different ways to solve problems. If we didn't have certain problems, we would not have a lot of the creative inventions that we see in the world today. Wikipedia says that the need to communicate led to the discoveries of different communication devices, and that this is a prime example of the expression necessity is the mother of invention. I've been reading a book. I just finished it. It's Alena Graedon's The Word Exchange. There are some things she said in there that I'd like to share with you. First, the trick of switching words' meanings is one of the oldest in the book. Just think of freedom and democracy. Ultimately, it's a problem of short-sightedness, an addiction to what's next. People become so obsessed with the future, they make it up. They fabricate the news, invent their own analysis. We've been doing that for years. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. And then he goes on to say, we've been practicing mass production since before World War II. We believed wastefulness would morph by magic into wealth. That if we created enough disposable products, it would help fire consumerism. And it did for a while. But here's a dirty secret. Resources are finite. Waste enough, and eventually it's all used up. Language too. You can't just coin a word, use it once, and toss it out. But language is just the latest casualty. We always think there's more of everything, even as we deplete it. Not just petroleum or gold, glacial ice or water, bandwidth. No, even our thoughts and memories are disposable. Think about that. Even our thoughts and memories are disposable. Why do you think people stopped reading? We read to connect with other minds. But why read when you're busy writing, describing the fine-grained flotsam of your own life? Compulsively recording every morsel you eat, that you're cold or, heartbroken by a football game. An endless stream flowing to an audience of everyone and no one. Who can bother with the past when it's hard enough keeping up with the present? But we do need the past and things that last longer than a day. That brings me back to thinking about all the writers that I admire. All of them that I've read about their process of writing, discipline is a key factor in their creativity. It's not just a matter of being inspired and getting up one day and writing a book. It's getting up every morning at a certain time to write for a certain period of time, whether you feel like it or not. And this goes for people like Dean Koontz, Derek Walcott, Stephen King. All the writers that I've read about their process, this is what they're saying. A poet that I really admire, who I had the opportunity to study with, is Lorna Goodison from Jamaica originally. She did a workshop with me in 1995. This is what she said, something like this, that a poem has to hang together rather like a skeleton. Everything that you put down in a poem should have a reason. It connects to something else in the poem. It hangs together, and if it doesn't, then you just have words. It may look creative or sound creative, but unless it hangs together, the structure of the poem she was telling us is a very important thing.